and welcome to Gaskings. Today we've been lucky enough to get our hands on the Mclaren 570S. So what we're going to do is do a bit of review on it, give you all the stats, the figures and everything like that. So thank you very much to Performance Portfolio as well for lending us their little Mclaren baby. It's obviously a 3.8 litre twin turbo V8 engine, which they have all the way up to the Mclaren P1 engine throughout all their cars. It does 204 miles per hour top speed, 562 brake horsepower, and you can pick one of these up for around about £143,000. So not actually too bad considering it's the kind of baby Mclaren as well. 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. I'm going to jump in it, I'm going to enjoy it, come with me. So what's it like to drive? It's really, it feels really lightweight. Really, like, it feels like you're in control of the car, but at the same time it just feels like it aids you to do everything. So every gear change is really smooth, compared to like a 458 where you press it and then it obviously just like clunks into gear and away you go, and it all feels quite, macho, and obviously the car's doing a lot of the work for you in this one. The feel of it is, I don't know, it feels really futuristic, the way it's got the kind of electronic dash at the front, really thin feeling steering wheel. Just feels like a elaborated go-kart with a massive engine. You can really see why they've used the same 3.8 litre twin turbo engine in this that they do all the way through, obviously with lots of different tweaks and additions to it, all the way right up to the P1 GTR. Okay, the power on this bad boy, as I said on the beginning of the video, is 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. It actually feels quicker. I don't know whether it's because it's really smooth. Obviously the gear changes, you push it, obviously you just go straight into the gear. On a second now, push it, there we go. Third, fourth, brake, take my face off. We're like trying to go into the corner. It just feels quicker. Don't know why, but it does. I think it's the way it maybe is a bit quieter than like a Lamborghini or I don't know, let's more compare it to the R8 and the Porsche. It's not as loud as them. The R8 isn't that loud either, but it may be because you're not hearing it, it's not screaming at you, it's just more subtle. It just feels, it just feels quicker. Okay, so here we go, second gear, put the foot down. Oh, this thing is quick. Oh my god, everything became a blur. Oh, that was quick. Another thing I'm a massive fan of with the Mclaren is the interior. I've not been in a car really, apart from the Tesla. It's got this kind of obviously iPad screen, iPad style screen in the middle, but it's got this like futuristic cockpit with all digital dash and showing you all the different bits and bobs that you actually need. I think it's amazing, obviously, compared to what it's meant to be competing against, which is obviously the R8 and the Porsche. Their interiors are quite bland and old-fashioned looking. Step into this, it's like you've gone into the future with the Mclaren. Okay, so McLaren call this the sports car of their range, which you can kind of tell why. It doesn't have the same kind of grunt as it does with, I was going to say, a 458 or a Gallardo, where you downshift and you get that noise, you get that, I don't know, a kind of special feeling that you're in a supercar. This is more refined. Obviously, I think it's more geared up towards the everyday driver. It doesn't make as much noise. Granted, obviously, when you put your foot down, if you're outside the car, you can definitely hear it, and it does go when you put your foot down as well. But I think it's more comfort, more practicality than a kind of supercar. And for £143,000 as well, you are actually getting quite a lot of bang for your buck. I just love it how the gears are so smooth. You literally just flip them and they just go into the gear. Obviously with the other supercars like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, you push it seems like you're waiting a year to actually for it to change gear, but this one's like you just touch it, it already kind of knows you already want to change gear and it's there for you. Amazing. I've never actually been a Mclaren fan. I've always been into Lamborghinis. My favourite Lamborghini is the Aventador. Ferraris, yeah, I do like Ferraris. Growing up, I really, idolised the 360. That was my poster car. Poster car as a child. Never really been into McLarens. I like the P1 a lot, but it's never going to be in your price range unless you know you're a multi-millionaire. But this, obviously, with £143,000, it is actually accessible. If you're thinking about buying a supercar, obviously looking around the R8s, the Porsche, you know, Jags, Aston Martins, and you've got enough money, I'd pick this. This is an amazing car. This is such a good car. We've been in the McLaren now for about an hour, and I don't want to get out of it. I think it's such an epic car. It's the only way to kind of describe it, to be honest. I wasn't a fan, like I said before I got into this car, but now I just don't want to get out of it. I don't want to give the keys back. I wish I had £143,000 to be able to buy one, but I don't. So I'm going to have to give the keys back, take the memories with me, and thank Performance Portfolio for giving me the opportunity to drive the Mclaren 570S. And that's it, guys. Thanks very much for coming with me and enjoying the 570S with me. I've had an absolute blast in this car, as obviously you can probably tell from the footage. Find us on Instagram, which is gas.king. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. There's a lot more videos to come. Have a look at our shop if you want. You can get stuff like this, which is shop.gaskings.com. Till next time, guys. Bye bye. We've been in the McLaren. Where can we go? Obviously, it goes. Got 500 plus brake horsepower. Fuck, I can't remember what it was. 562. Oh, it was 562. Oh, fuck. I thought it was going to be a big nose cone job then, isn't it? Take the front bumper. Are they out the shot yet?